Have you ever noticed how a simple touch of light on your lips can completely transform your face? This isn't a new trend. It's a makeup technique with a rich history rooted in the art of understanding facial structures. Let's travel back to ancient Egypt. Egyptians used crushed carmine beetles mixed with waxes to create vibrant lip colors, while their focus was on bold, uniform color. They instinctively understood that a fuller lip signified health and vitality. They would often apply a slightly lighter or more shimmery pigment to the very center of their lower lip, a subtle trick to catch the desert light and create an illusion of plumpness. This was one of the earliest forms of lip contouring. Fast forward to the Grecian and Roman eras. Natural beauty was prized, but that didn't mean makeup was absent. They used plant-based dyes and mineral powders for a soft, stained effect. The ideal was a Cupid's bow lip, and to achieve this, they would concentrate color in the center of the upper lip, defining the bow and making it the focal point. By leaving the outer corners slightly less defined, they created a soft, youthful pout that harmonized with the classical ideals of facial proportion. It was all about creating balance and drawing the eye to the most expressive part of the mouth. During the Renaissance in Europe, a high forehead and a pale complexion were the beauty standards. Lips were often stained a soft rose color, but look closely at portraits from this period. Artists like Botticelli would masterfully use light in their paintings to give the illusion of dimension. They would add a tiny, almost imperceptible dab of white or lighter pink pigment right at the center of the lower lip in their subjects' portraits. This painted highlight mimicked how light naturally hits a rounded surface, making the lips look fuller and more three-dimensional without relying on heavy, obvious makeup. It was a secret passed down through artists, a way to breathe life and realism into their work. The technique really came into its own during the golden age of Hollywood. Think of stars like Marilyn Monroe. Her iconic red lips weren't just one flat color. Her makeup artist, Alan Whitey Snyder, was a master of illusion. He famously used up to 5 different shades of red and gloss to create her signature pout. The darkest shades were applied to the outer corners, with progressively lighter shades layered towards the center. The final touch, a dot of creamy white highlighter placed right in the middle of her lower lip, and sometimes on her Cupid's bow, which was then blended out. This created an incredible sense of depth and dimension under the harsh studio lights, making her lips look irresistibly full and defined on camera. This method was tailored to her face shape, balancing her features and making her lips a memorable focal point. In the 1960s, with the mod look, the focus shifted to the eyes. Lips became pale and understated, but even here the central highlight persisted. Instead of a shimmer, makeup artists would use a pale, fleshy pink or beige lipstick and then dab a slightly frosted or even a pure white lipstick just in the center. This gave the lips a soft, pillowy look that complemented the dramatic eye makeup without competing with it. It was about creating a gentle, rounded shape that suited the youthful, doll-like aesthetic of the era. The 90s brought us the iconic contoured lip, a dark, visible lip liner with a lighter lipstick inside. While it might seem bold, the principle was the same. The darker liner created a shadow and defined the shape, while the lighter color in the center pushed the lips forward. To take it a step further, many would add a frosted, shimmery gloss right in the very center. This technique was particularly effective for those with thinner lips, as it created a powerful illusion of volume. It was a way to customize your lip shape to fit the grunge or supermodel aesthetic of the time. Today, we have access to an incredible array of products, from liquid highlighters to shimmering glosses, all designed for this purpose. The technique remains fundamentally unchanged because it's based on the timeless principles of light and shadow. Applying a touch of light to the center of your lips works for every face shape because it is a universal rule of physics. For a rounder face, a focused, precise highlight can add definition. For a more angular face, a softer, blended highlight can add a touch of fullness and balance. It's not about changing your features, but about enhancing them. It's a small detail that makes a huge difference, drawing light and attention to your smile. It's a technique that has been passed down through centuries, adapted for different eras and aesthetics, but always with the same goal: to create beautiful, balanced, and expressive lips.